Taking a break now with another tired astronomer who's been on his feet all day at Pat's during the show. Taking a break at the party here. This is Bob Noya, the editor-in-chief of Sky and Telescope magazine. And Bob, you're sitting here. You're not getting in line to look at the moon, huh?
Well, I own 5 telescopes. I can look at the moon anytime I want, whenever it's clear. We have all these people from Pasadena coming to look at telescopes tonight, and probably some of these people have never, believe it or not, have never looked through a telescope before. So I'm going to kind of wait till the crowd dies down to look, because I don't want to, get in front, make people wait longer to look through a telescope.
How's the show going? What do you think is going on? What's happening here today?
Yeah, well, so far so good. I mean, this is actually the 3rd year in a row we've helped sponsor PATS, and from what I can see, it's going great. I mean, we have a big crowd this year, excellent talks today, a lot of people milling around the main hall, visiting with the various manufacturers and vendors. Everybody I've talked to has said they've had a really, really good time so far. I haven't noticed any big problems. It seems to be going off without a hitch. Alex McConaughey and the group that organizes this event is doing just a really fantastic job, and everyone's, including myself, is just having a great time.
Well, this is the kind of thing that people in other countries really kind of drool over, because we're so lucky here. We've got all these
So astronomy, I think one of the wonderful things about the hobby is there's a lot of different ways that you can enjoy it. And it's nice to see more and more people around the world getting interested in astronomy. And with modern communication tools like the internet, etc., it makes it easier and easier for people to share their experiences and their joy of astronomy.
And that's one of the things that's changed astronomy. Well, society in a lot of ways is the internet. Of course, in AWB, we're using that to be able to connect people and having programs where everybody's participating together. But what about from Sky and Telescope's standpoint? Do you see the astronomy becoming more global? Sky and Tel is out there in a lot of countries too, has a big reputation. Do you think the internet and the international stuff has changed astronomy as seen from the United States?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can say Sky and Telescope, last I checked, we had subscribers in 130 different countries. So we're truly an international magazine, which is something we're very proud of. But, we're certainly seeing that the way people get their information is changing. I mean, there has been a proliferation of astronomy magazines published in countries all over the world, and I think that's been a very healthy thing for astronomy. People can now read about astronomy in their own native language if they're in a non-English speaking country, which of course is most of the world. But the internet's allowing partnerships and people to share experiences, to partner on observing projects or even scientific projects that in a real-time way, that would have been impossible just 10 or 20 years ago. So the internet's really, I think, helped bring about a world community of amateur astronomers.
Yeah, and Sky and Telescope and Astronomers Without Borders are teamed up here. Sky and Tel is one of the sponsors for the World at Night exhibition here. And we set up and had the Sky and Telescope VIP reception for all the luminaries of astronomy last night. So it's a good partnership. We've known each other a long time, so I hope we'll be working together more.
Absolutely, and we certainly are very supportive of the work that Mike, that you do with Astronomers Without Borders, and we've really featured the World at Night photos in many different issues of Sky and Tel. We also publish an annual edition called Beautiful Universe, and both the 2008 or the 2009 and 2010 editions have featured many photos from the world at night, and we're just about to come out in about 6 weeks. We're going to come out with a 2011 edition, which once again features dozens of photos from the world at night, including a cover photo by Wally Paholka, who's here from the Los Angeles area.
Yeah. Wally's here, and he's actually the one that made the exhibition happen. Wally's been great. He's one of the stalwarts of the world at night, so that's good.
And I should mention that one of our editors, Dennis DeChico, who's one of the world's premier astrophotographers, he is one of the world at night photographers.
That's right. Yeah, all the best, including Dennis. Well, I'm going to sit here and rest a little while before we go back and take a look at the moon and talk to some other people. So we'll just kick back now for a while.
Okay, where's my beer?
It's quite steady.
Yeah. Wow.
How does the light here interplay with the visibility?
How does well, the moon is bright enough that we don't have to worry about light pollution. Now, if we were trying to look at a star cluster or a galaxy, it wouldn't work. Yeah, those are way too faint. I'm sorry?
What are the other scopes?
Most of them are on the moon, but the ones that are pointing to the left are looking at Jupiter right now. I can tell because of how high they're or how low they're looking.
Maybe try this.
Yes, Jupiter!
Well, now we're here with a visitor from Mexico who's enjoying International Observe the Moon Night, but an amateur astronomer in Mexico as well, right?
That's right, yes. I'm an attorney at law, but my hobby is astronomy, and I have been imaging for many years. Since I was 11 years old, and well, now I'm 72, so...
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And I understand you were doing some photography tonight as well.
With my phone, and I just put it in front of the telescope, an Orion telescope, and well, it came up really nice. As you can see Tycho, you can see Copernicus, Plato, Sinus Iridium, and actually you can get a lot of information from a little camera like this, and without any problem, no nothing, just put in front of the eyepiece and shoot it out, and that's all.
Okay. So, Scott Roberts,
Mike?
former VP at Meade,
Yep.
president of Explore Scientific,
Yes, sir.
and sponsor of the World at Night and for tonight, and also a board member of Astronomers Without Borders.
That's right, AWB.
Yeah.
Fantastic organization. And, you know, so here we are out in Pasadena doing sidewalk astronomy and doing public outreach, and this is what it's all about, you know,
Yeah.
showing the people Jupiter, the moon, you know, as we're being attacked by the moon here and the stars. But anyways, it's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and people are getting their first views ever. A lot of these people are getting their first views ever of Jupiter and the moon and seeing craters for the very first time. So
Yeah, it's been great. And you also started the 4M community at Meade while you were there.
I did. It was kind of an experiment in community marketing, and to really get involved, engaged with all the people that really wanted to do public outreach. And so we identified organizations and individuals and schools and all kinds of people, and it really turned out to be something quite great. We had about 40,000 members.
Well, Astronomers Without Borders is growing like crazy as well.
That's right.
And,
Thanks to you.
Well, it takes a lot of people.
Right.
And
Well, you got a lot of great people on the board. So,
well, you were on the board from the very beginning.
and it was my pleasure. So, and I hope I'm able to do more. So.
Well, you've been great to have with us. So I thought people, you know, who are AWB members would at least want to see one other AWB face here besides me.
Okay, well that's great.
So this is it. I think the party still continues
Yep.
here. The music, the stars, and the moon are out.
That's right.
And people are still looking through telescopes. But we've had some good people here I wanted to be able to bring to others around the world who, well, ordinarily wouldn't have a chance.
That's right. Come here next year and we'll do it all over again.
Second International Observe the Moon Night coming up 1 year from now.
Take care.
So Chester, what do you think of the moon? Have you seen the moon through the telescope tonight? I think that's a yes. He likes it.